Imagine this, two friends graduate from college on the same day. They get the same job. They earn the same salary. 20 years later, one of them is financially free. The other is still living paycheck to paycheck. And here is the shocking part. The richer person didn't earn more money. They just started investing rupees 500 a month earlier. Sounds impossible, right? Let's find out. So, hey everyone, I am Yaswant and you are watching Invest with Yaswant. Today we are answering a question almost every beginner investor has asked at least once. Can investing just rupees 500 a month actually make you rich? Not with hype, not with fake promises, just real numbers, real investing, and one powerful lesson that could completely change the way you think about the money. So, meet Riya and Aman. Both are 22 years old. Both get their first job. Both earn rupees 25,000 a month. But they make one very different decision. Every month, Riya tells herself rupees 500 won't make any difference. I will start investing after I get a better salary. Sounds reasonable, right? Meanwhile, Aman doesn't wait. On the day he receives his first salary, he invests rupees 500. That's it. Less than what many of us spend on food delivery in a single week. Every month, another rupees 500. Nothing exciting, nothing viral, nothing life-changing. At least not yet. Now, pause the story for a second. Who do you think ends up richer? Riya, who start investing rupees 1500 every month but waits 10 years, or Aman, who starts immediately with rupees 500. Most people pick Riya. I did too, but the math tells a completely different story. Let's see what actually happens. Aman invests rupees 500 every month for 30 years, assuming an average annual return of 12%. His total investment just rupees 1.8 lakh. But after 30 years, his investments grows to 15.4 lakh. Now, let's look at Riya. She invests 3 times more, 1500 rupees every month. But she starts 10 years later and invests for only 20 years. Her total investment is 3.6 lakh. That's double what Aman invested. So she should end up with more money, right? Wrong. Even after investing rupees 3.6 lakh, Riya finishes with only 13.8 lakh. She invested twice the money but still ended up with the least wealth. And the reason is simple. Time. In investing, time isn't just money, it's your biggest advantages. But here's where the story gets even more interesting. This isn't really a story about rupees 500. It's about something almost everyone misunderstands. Something that's quietly keeping millions of people from building wealth without them even realizing it. Because the biggest reason people don't invest isn't that they don't have enough money. It's that they are waiting to feel ready, and that feeling almost never comes. So why does our brain keep convincing us that starting small isn't worth it? To understand it, we first need to understand how money actually grows. Why rupees 500 can become something big. Here is the mistake almost everyone makes. They think investing is all about how much you invest. But investing has never been about the amount. It's about how long your money gets to work. Imagine planting 2 trees, one today, one 10 years later. Even if you water the second tree more, it still has 10 fewer years to grow. Money works exactly the same way. Every month you invest, your money earns a return. But here the magic. Next year you don't just earn returns on your investment. You earn returns on the last year's returns too. That's called compounding. And no, it isn't some secret trick used by millionaires. It's simply time doing the heavy lifting. Think about a snowball rolling down a hill. At first, it barely changes. You almost feel like nothing is happening. But as it rolls, it becomes larger, and because it's larger, it collects even more snow. The bigger it gets, the faster it grows. Investing works exactly the same way. The first few years feel painfully slow. The latter years are where the real growth happens. But here is something most people never realize. The biggest enemy of investing isn't inflation. It isn't market crashes. It isn't even picking the wrong stock. It's quieting before compounding has a chance to work. That's why so many people believe investing doesn't work. They leave the game right before the interesting part begins. Our brains have a problem. We love immediate rewards. Spend rupees 500 on food today and you feel happy immediately. Invest rupees 500 today and nothing exciting happens. So your brain tells you, I will start later. But later has a funny habit. It keeps moving further away. There is always another expense, another sale, another vacation, another reason to wait, and before you know it, 10 years are gone. This is why successful investors are not necessarily smarter. They simply understand something most people don't. The market rewards consistency, not excitement. Nobody becomes wealthy because they invested once. They become wealthy because they kept investing month after month, year after year, even when it didn't feel rewarding. So, can investing just rupees 500 a month really make you rich? The honest answer is not by itself. And if anyone tells you otherwise, they are probably trying to sell you something. Rupees 500 a month isn't magic shortcut to become a millionaire. But here is what it can do. It can completely change your financial future. Because this was never really a story about rupees 500. It was a story about starting. Think about it. Nobody begins by investing rupees 50,000 every month. Every experienced investor once made their first investment. It might have been rupees 500 or rupees 1000 or even less. The amount wasn't what changed their life. The habit did. Here's something most people don't realize. Going from rupees 0 to rupees 500 is much harder than going from rupees 500 to 2000. Why? Because once investing becomes part of your monthly routine, increasing the amount becomes easy. But if you never start, every increase stays imaginary. The biggest investment you make today isn't in a mutual fund, it's in your future itself. Let's go back to Riya and Aman. Riya wasn't irresponsible. She wasn't bad with money. She was simply waiting for the perfect time. Aman wasn't smarter. He didn't know the future. He just understood one thing: the perfect time rarely arrives. So, while one person waited, the other one started, and over the years, that teeny decisions become a massive advantage. We often think wealth is built through one brilliant decision: buying the perfect stock, timing the market perfectly, finding the next big opportunity. But for most people, wealth is built in a much less exciting way. It's built through small decisions repeated month after month, long after the excitement disappears. That's the real power of investing. Not getting rich overnight, but becoming wealthier every single year. So, the next time you catch yourself saying, I will start investing when I earn more, ask yourself one question: are you really waiting for a money, or are you waiting for a feeling of readiness that may never come? Because one day you will wish you had started today, and by then today's opportunity will already be yours behind you. It was never really about the rupees 500. It was always about having the courage to begin. So, if this video changed the way you think about investing, let me know one thing in the comment. What's stopping you from the investing today? I would love to hear your answer. And if you enjoy practical investing videos backed by real numbers, not hype, consider subscribing to Invest with Yaswan. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.